If your art looks like this, then congratulations, you're in your ugly era. Don't worry, we've all been there. We've all made trees that look like radioactive broccoli, oceans that look like blue scribbles, and faces that could star in a horror movie. So stick around, boys and girls, cats and dogs, because I'm exposing all the hacks, tips, and dumb mistakes I made, so you don't have to suffer through them. This is officially how to get an art glow up. Let's go. Alright, so what do I even mean by an art glow up? First off, it doesn't mean you have to change your whole style. If you love drawing neon stickmen with giant anime eyes, own it, girl. That's your brand, bestie. But if you look at your art and think, what does this cat look like, a burnt potato with legs? That's when you know it's a glow up time. An art glow up is just you leveling up, not turning into Leonardo da Vinci overnight, unless you got a time machine, in which case, please pick me up, sister. Please. It's just about making your art look like less cursed every time you draw. So let's talk about some tips that'll get you on the right track. Phase 1 line art. First step, we need to talk about your line art, because right now your lines look like you drew them during an earthquake. You need smooth, confident strokes. Digital artists, this is your sign from the art gods themselves to use that freaking stabilizer. No one gets a medal for freehand wobbly spaghetti lines. Trust me. And if you don't know where to find your stabilizer, please just Google it or something. Like seriously, it will make your life so much easier. Traditional artists, please just press lighter when sketching. This isn't an ancient stone carving, it's a potential masterpiece. And also your paper shouldn't look that traumatized. And let's talk about our good old friend Sharpie aura problem, I like to call it. You know when you mess up and you just outline your sketch darker every single time? Suddenly your character looks like they're glowing with demonic energy. And we can't have that. Just honestly, if you make a mistake, just try to embrace it, work around it, and not try to hide it like under the thickest line art anyone has ever seen. That just looks horrible. In my opinion. Phase 2 colors. Next up, let's talk about my favorite thing ever, colors. Because right now your OC looks like a walking ray flyer. Neon green with neon pink, seriously, stop, this isn't 2008. And don't even act like your old black and red palette isn't just your edgy face resurfacing. Spoiler alert, we've all been there. I'm not totally talking about myself right now. I have a little glow up hack for you. Pick one main color and then give it to supportive besties. And that's your palette. It's like a friend group. If there's too many, it's just full-on chaos. And if you just don't know what colors to use, you have no clue, then I'm giving you a free pass to just copy someone else's palette. Like, it's that simple. No one cares if you copy their palette. It's really not that deep, just use it. That's like the simplest route you can go. Or I have another wild concept, look at real clothes. If you want to wear it in public, maybe don't slap it on your character. Or do, I don't actually really care. Unless you're one of those really cool fashion girlies who can make any piece of clothing work together. Yeah, then this rule does not apply to you. You're lucky. Phase 3 references. Alright, every glow up needs a training arc, which means references. And no, not those anime screenshots, like actual references. Like a real hand. Yes, even your own ugly hand. And I know hands are like the hardest thing to draw, but they still don't deserve to look like breadsticks that got into a bar fight. And no, the solution is not to just put hands in your pockets forever. I would say the best way to go about this is to just gradually make your hands look more like actual hands. Like if they're just a ball or whatever the shape even is, to start by adding a few fingers in there. And there we go, one step closer to artistical sanity. Let's go! Also the same thing with feet. Yeah, they exist. Sorry, I don't make the rules. So let's be real, your art glow up isn't going to happen if you're just drawing from imagination all the time. Your brain doesn't know what a horse looks like. Let's admit it. Every horse you've drawn so far looks like a deformed dog with sticks for legs, so use those references. But here's the trick, don't copy them like 100% like a soulless printer. Frankensteining references together is the cheat code. Like, take the hair from one picture, the pose from another, and the vibes from a random Pinterest board, and mash those together into something cool, and boom, you have the coolest drawing ever. And just remember, great artists sometimes steal, but they do it stylishly, like Ocean's 11 but with art references. And before anyone says, I don't need anatomy, I have my own style, let me just say, it is all always good to understand real anatomy, no matter what style you're drawing with. I clearly don't understand enough anatomy. My drawings look all over the place because I don't care enough. But if you actually want to improve, then do anatomy studies. I'm sure it will help you improve a lot faster. Face for style. Stylization is basically lying, but in a cute way. Exaggerate something on purpose instead of accidentally messing it up. Bad at noses? Cool, just give everyone a triangle nose. Boom, that's your style. Yeah, this is why most of the time I just draw the eyes as 2 little dots. I can't be bothered. One cool thing you could do is also use shape language. Circles for soft characters, squares for solid ones, and triangles for villains. That's what they do in like all the cartoons and movies and series and stuff. So just apply that into your style. And don't just blend anime, realism, cartoons, and hope that combination tastes good. That's not a style, that's a smoothie. Like, feel free to experiment, but try to figure out over time what things actually fit into your own personal style. Phase 5 final touches. Hear me out? White gel pen supremacy. Like, seriously, add 1 sparkle to the nose and suddenly your potato OC is kawaii. Digital people, slap on texture, noise, or overlay. And traditional, I'm telling you, metallic gel pens, watercolor washes, or cross hatching like you're like fancy bitch. And yes, the ultimate catfish filter. Blur the background so nobody notices it's trash. I have totally never done this before, but I'm telling you, it works. But if you don't want a simple blurred background in every single art piece, just know that your background doesn't need to suck. They are usually enemy of like every beginner artist usually, and me, and we all avoid them like they're radioactive waste. But here's the truth, adding even like a super simple background instantly makes your art look very professional. Very professional, let me just say. And I'm not talking about a full-on Studio Ghibli painting, I mean like draw some sparkles, a few little blobs of color, maybe a rectangle that suggests a wall, and that's it. And suddenly your character isn't floating in the void anymore. The glow up here is not about drawing every single blade of grass in a field. It's about tricking the eye. So minimal effort, maximum— wow, that looks finished. Phase 6 confidence. This is the final boss of the glow up. Confidence, because 50% of looking good is literally presentation. Take your art photo in good lighting, not under your grandma's 3 a.m. yellow lamp that's even older than you. Crop it, tilt the sketchbook slightly, and it's instant Pinterest aesthetic material. Trust me. And stop captioning your art with just a sketch or sorry, it's bad. We know you cried over it for 10 hours, now own it. Fake confidence is still confidence. If you say, this is my best work yet, people will believe you. Gaslight your audience, bestie. Like, I totally haven't done that too much in this video. So yeah, that's how you get an art glow up. Now go redraw your cursed old drawings and flex how far you've come. And if it still looks bad, then congratulations, at least you've stayed consistent. Like, subscribe, or your art will stay ugly forever. No, seriously, it's science. Don't test it. Bye!